Oh, you are hello. It is today. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. Hope all are safe. Excuse the background noise and the craziness in advance, since I am on the side of the road. But here's one thing: if you want to piss me off, some people will think like, oh, all you got to do is step on my shoe or hit me across the head to piss me off. This is what pisses me off most about people. You get people who are fully indoctrinated, fully vaccinated, or literally controlled bots, so to speak. Like you're literally a bot, to say the least. And then had the nerve to ask me questions about like, what do I do for a living, or basically questioning me and grilling me as if I don't have my shit together. And even if I don't, it won't have anything to do with these idiots who are asking these questions. So twice, and I don't know about the other guy, but there's one particular guy where he's literally in every department he's giving me like this guy is literally like he lost. Like you're lost in the religious department. Like you worship pink Jesus. I'm sure you're fully vaccinated now. I'm sure you're a Democrat. You're an employee, which there's nothing wrong with being an employee, but there's everything wrong with being an employee when they can manipulate you and tell you when you're going to work and how much money you're going to make and if you don't do this or else. You see what I'm saying? That's the only reason. That's my only problem I got as an employee, is it can be manipulated. If you're disposable, then it's like, I'm not going to be proud to be no damn disposable employee. I don't give a damn if I'm the highest title. If I'm disposable, then I might want to keep my praises to myself. And I'm not going to question you and ask you, do you got your shit together? I'm up here. Where are you? You're like, please. You're indoctrinated. Probably fully vaccinated, probably a Democrat. So these are the type of people that should not be grilling me. So I pretty much just finished my spew after one day, because literally this started yesterday. And I'm just like, why do you care if I'm doing great or terrible? Because it's like, I'm not asking you for money, nor am I depending on you for money. And hopefully vice versa, the other way around, you're not looking for me, so I'm just thinking like, I don't understand why I'm being grilled about what you do for a living as if I don't have a plan. And let's say I don't. Again, what did that got to do with you? Because we're not together. Like I said, we won't be together because, like I said, I have concerns. Like he's giving me like brain damage or something. Like, do you got brain damage, That's what he's giving me. Like, he got some type of brain damage. Like, memory loss. You ask me a question. Oh, hi, what's your name? I to give you my name, and in 2 days, what's your name? And I'm like, you that type of, I don't know. You call that retarded? I don't know. But whatever it is, it upsets me. Because when it comes to having brain damage, retarded, or whatever it is, any type of imperfections, there's only room for one of those around here. And I said it once before, and I'll say it again. I didn't fully tell him this, but I'm thinking like, if you are retarded, if that's the end goal, if you're retarded, this ain't gonna work anyway. Because again, there's only room for one of those. I'm not saying he can't be retarded. You can be as retarded as you can be. There's only room for one of those around. What in the F they got going on? Oh, hell no, I'm not sitting right here. There's only room for one of those around here. Like I say, if he want to be retarded, that's perfectly fine. But we're not going to be competing for whose helmet is the best helmet, or does your helmet has its papers? Like, no, we're not doing that. No. Any type of imperfections will come from my side, even though I don't have any of those type of imperfections. If there's anybody going to be retarded, it's going to be me. Because then therefore I have the solution as to why I'm retarded and what can I do to make it better. We both can't be slopping on ourselves. We both can't be competing for the helmet. I'm sorry, we're not doing it. So if he's retarded, that's what his main end goal is, and he's just retarded, a hard-working retard, this ain't gonna work. And I don't want to be like, oh, you're just rejecting good men. It's only room for one retard around here. Yeah, but whatever these mugs got going on, literally, if you're literally fully indoctrinated to where you're doing everything that the world's telling you to do, you're completely conformed, we're not going to mix anyway. We don't mix in the religion department. We don't mix when it comes to politics. We don't mix when it comes to common sense. We don't mix when it comes to work. So it ain't going to work, And again, I'm not saying we can't be different. Like I said, I try not to judge him, based off you believing in pink Jesus. Like, okay, because we all are or we're brainwashed. But I'm like I said, I got a problem with you in every department. Then you questioning me like, oh, do I have my shit together before you pop the question? No, I can promise you ain't got to worry about that. There will not be two retards holding hands in matrimony for nothing. I can tell you that. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. Like, people like literally don't asking people what they do for a living anyway. Like, so you're working for somebody. If you're an employee, and like I said, I don't want to diss the employees, but again, if you're an employee, then you shouldn't be questioning nobody about nothing, because you're disposable at the end of the day. No matter how good, I have a good job, or I'm union. You are disposable at the end of the day. So don't be worried about, I can work at McDonald's or work at the damn courthouse with Judge Judy. That don't mean nothing. Still very disposable at the end of the day. This idiot going down a one way. Yeah. But that, I think, to me, I just think that's rude, because that's a way of sizing somebody up, asking somebody what they do. That's really rude. Even with me, if I'm asking a man what he does, that's for me to pocket watch, or to be like, oh damn, I could rob. Oh, you a doctor? And then I'll rub my hands and then be like, yeah, well, if you say you a bum, that's gonna mean a lot too, because then I'm like, well, you a bum, then get out of here, or you might get disrespected, or you might just get left where I found you. You see what I'm saying? People ask those questions for a reason, and Lord knows I ain't no damn bum. Even if I do give off bum mentality, it's like you'll never know that. Cause like I say, I don't do what bums do. Bums sit around do the same thing on the side of the road, living in their own doo-doo. I'm actually be out there cleaning this shit up, you know. And like literally too, and then you want to ask, oh, what do you do for a living? And you literally was unemployed for about 2 weeks because your services were no longer needed. And when it is time to meet, oh, do you mind if we pay our own bills? I don't mind paying my own bill, because I wouldn't go nowhere if I can't pay my own bill. Even if I'm with a billionaire, I could be with the owner of the damn restaurant. If I can't pay my own bill, I'm still not gonna go, or I'm not gonna order nothing because I can't cover my ass. And if I can't cover my ass, I ought to sit down somewhere. This shit blocked. Oh yeah, they doing street cleaning. Yeah, so that's my thing on that. Yeah, so stuff like that. Yeah, that's all. To me, I just feel like that's very materialistic. You ask somebody, like, people what you do, that's the way of sizing them up. Oh no, it doesn't mean that. I would want to know if we're in a relationship and you ask questions like that. Even in a relationship, it ain't gonna matter what y'all do. He's dead broke and you got money. Like, you're gonna eventually judge him for being broke. So that's the whole point of asking. But you can't judge me I could be the brokest person in the world. I'm not gonna go to you for money. So it don't matter what I'm doing. I'm not gonna ask you for nothing. I don't need you for nothing. And I'm good. As of now, I have my own stuff. So I don't need you for nothing. So it don't matter what the hell I do. Again, I could be a bum, but I'm a bum that won't ask you for nothing. Not that I have pride, it's just what the hell can you give me? You can't even pay for dinner. Like, what? But then you want to ask me what I do for a living. God help us. God help us. Yeah, so stuff like that. And I try not to be rude about it, but that just bothers me. It's like, you grilling me, and I hope you're not grilling me to size me up. You know, it's either to size me up, oh, you hit a lick, or she's a bum, she's not doing enough with herself. But again, just a week or two, you could not pay for dinner, or wouldn't pay for dinner, because you were out of work. But you insist on to knowing what the hell I do for a living. Like, put it this way, I'm not. Okay, I'm about to wait for this guy to come. By the time he crossed the street, the light would be blue. Shit, crossing the street like that. Yeah, but stuff like that. Yeah, you want to piss me off? Literally, come on now. Pink Jesus worshiper questioning me. That bothered the shit out of me. An entire pink Jesus worshiper. What do you do for a living? Do you have a degree? And again, even if I do, I can have all the degrees in the world. I'm not going to take it and run with it. I don't get my stripes off of titles that can be taken away. That's another thing too. If it can be manipulated, I'm not going to take it and run with it. I'm not. You can deem me the queen of the world. Can it be taken away? Or can people object? Oh, I object. Or we're going to have you impeached. I'm not going to take pride in that. Because that's a temporary position. And it'll determine, be based off of, you know what I mean? If you do what's right, or if you pretty much fulfill these demands, then you'll be somebody or not. Yeah, so I'm thinking like with that, yeah, no. Right here. Whoa. This thing is so backwards. Oh, is it Friday? Okay, street streaming. I'm thinking like, it says no parking. Okay, so you can park. 1 hour. It says 1 hour parking, 8 to 6. Then it says no parking. I'm thinking like, oh, okay, but they got 2 different parking. Like one is for when they street sweep. Okay, I ain't trying to hear them fucking sound effects. Yeah, you want to piss me off though? Yeah, oh yeah, what do you do for a living? Again, that's rude, because like I say, again, I can be like, oh, I'm just a bum, I don't do nothing. I do me, I collect cans, I nose people across the head. I can tell you that, or I can tell you, oh, I'm a doctor, I'm a nurse, oh, I'm the ex-president. And then you're gonna base your attitude. People, my friend is the president. You know how many people, like, again, like if I'm an athlete or something, or if I'm the next big thing, or if I'm the next rapper. Oh, my friend's the rapper. You know the rapper, the new one that just came out. Like, that's what I'm saying. People are too They're too obsessed with other people's accomplishments. You know what I mean? That's why they ask, what do you do for a living? And again, if I collect cans for a living, or if I'm a detective, like, what does that got to do with you? You see what I'm saying? If I'm have a very high position or the lowest position in the world, what that got to do with you? You see what I'm saying? And vice versa. If you're a doctor and I'm a bum, or if you're a doctor and I'm a judge, what that got to do with you? You see what I'm saying? I know we could put our heads together and make it better, but I'm just saying again, what that got to do with you? Because like I said, you could be doing great, I could be doing great or terrible, but what either one of us got going on shouldn't have to do what the next man's doing. You see what I'm saying? And it hasn't. It has it in the past, and it has it now. We're all doing terrible, and you can see it. If we're all doing great, you won't see that, because it's only who's ever doing good is doing good. And then who's ever doing terrible, that's your problem. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't understand it. I really don't. Even in a relationship, if you're the billionaire, you're just going to be the billionaire. I mean, unless you want me to take you of all your riches, it won't have nothing to do with me. Unless I plan on robbing you. Which it probably would. Which I would probably have to rob you. Because again, if you're a billionaire and I come in with $20, yeah, it's a good chance you're getting robbed. You're getting robbed. Just because. Why be a billionaire and I'm a bum? And what? The next thing to do is to rob you. And I don't recommend it. I'm just saying that would have to happen. Because you got it and I don't. And that's why people ask, what do you do for it? I'm just a this, or I'm just a cashier. But you're doing good. Like that's supposed to benefit. That ain't gonna benefit you. At least not for me. That ain't gonna benefit you down the line. Because my thing is, and I don't want to knock employees. I really don't. Like I've been an employee myself. And by me being an employee, that made me not ever want to work again. But I don't want to not being an employee, because employees, you can elevate and grow from being an employee. You can go from being an employee to probably being a damn owner. But my only thing with employees, if you're content with being an employee, don't ask nobody else what they do for a living. Because basically you're being controlled. If you're just an employee and okay, I'm just a worker, that's it. Do what I gotta do. Get my money and go home. So that you're still being controlled in a sense. So it's like you're the employee, so you're working, and then they tell you when to come in, or they tell you, oh, we're closing down Monday, or we're getting rid of overtime, or hell, we're probably going to go down on the pay so we can bring in the robots. Then what? Are you still going to ask me what I do for a living? You see what I'm saying? While you eating out the garbage cans? After you eating out the garbage cans, will you still be asking me what I'm doing for a living? That's all I'm saying. And for some reason, they probably like, I shouldn't take offense. Oh, it's not a big deal. People ask that. But yes, it is a big deal. It's rude. Because if I'm a serial killer, do I be honest and tell you I'm a serial killer? You gonna collect your pearls and judge me based off of it. That's why you're asking. You're asking so you can judge me. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, really? You are a damn employee. Yeah, I got like red hot man. Like you a whole employee. Don't question me about nothing. Come on now. Literally, they told you that okay, well, your services are no longer needed in this department. In 2 weeks you were short on cash. You can't last 2 weeks. You already short on cash. What kind of job do you have? You either not good with your money, or you living way above your means, to where it only takes you 2 weeks, and then now you can't pay for dinner. But you want to know what I do for a living now? Yeah, but I don't know if I made that understandable as to why I get salty about that. I'm thinking like, if I'm doing great or terrible, what the hell I got to do with you? And if you're doing great or terrible, what that got to do with me? And the only time, again, this is me, and I'm gonna shut up right here because I'm sure I repeated myself 100 times. If you're doing great, and let's say like you're a doctor or you're like a higher up and you're doing great, and I'm just doing all right. And if I ask you if you're doing great, and basically if you're doing good, then that'll just be me. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, I came up. Either I'm gonna milk you dry, or or perhaps you're gonna give me some of your money. You know, I'm not gonna, pretty much. All right, but I'm gonna shut up here. Anyway, be well, be safe.